Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm talking all about the brand new luxury beauty releases for 2024. So this is kind of a will I buy it video, and I'm talking all about the new releases, what my thoughts are on them, if I will be picking them up or skipping on them. If you guys don't know, I am on a low buy for this year. I want to be really cautious with the makeup that I'm picking up because I want a very curated collection. And I only want a makeup collection of basically holy grail products. I don't want just nonsense in my collection. So this is going to have a very critical eye when I am talking about these products. I will leave down below all the Instagram accounts that I got these images from because of course I want to give credit to those creators. So let's just get started with something that I am interested in. So Sisley is coming out with a new foundation. This is the new Sisley Phytotaunt Perfection. So this is a mattifying, transfer-proof, high-coverage foundation powered by the Ideal Skin Complex to improve the look of skin quality over time. So this seems to be a makeup skincare hybrid. The packaging looks really beautiful. I'm excited that Sisley is releasing a new product, but this type of high-coverage, transfer-proof, mattifying foundation doesn't really call to me. I'm not someone that likes a very high coverage. I'm not someone that likes a very mattifying foundation. So for me, I think this will be an easy skip. I'm always tempted by Sisley products, and it does look like their shade range is improving a tiny bit at least. They at least are offering darker skin colors for this collection, but I don't know. I think I'm going to skip this one. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If there are any releases that I'm talking about that you really want to see a review on, just let me know, and I will definitely think about it. If enough people want to see something, I definitely will pick it up and review it, because obviously that's an important part of my channel as well. So if you guys do really want to see something, just let me know. But for me, I just don't think I need a mattifying foundation that's high coverage. That's just not really my style. There's a new collection from YSL. So these are new complexion products. This is the All Hours Hyper Finish Powder. It's a matte powder that reduces blemishes, refines pores, and smooths skin texture. A natural, soft, and flawless application effect with 90% natural skincare active ingredients with niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, Lametta from Orica Community Gardens. So there are 11 shades, and it looks like there's also a bronzer too. So the All Hours Hyper Bronze Powder is designed to last for 24 hours and provide a natural sun-kissed glow. It minimizes pores and smooth skin texture, soft matte finish with 90% natural skincare active ingredients, and again with the niacinamide and etc. It's sweat-proof, waterproof, crease-proof, and that one has 5 shades. So this is actually something that interests me because if you guys don't know, for a complexion product to really call to me or for me to really like it, it has to have that blurring capability that looks just really smoothing, that almost has that filtered quality to it. So because this is marketed as that type of product, I am interested in this. This is going to be, I know this will be available at Sephora at some point, so I am thinking, should I just hold off on purchasing this until the Sephora sale? Because I would like to get it at a sale, if I'm being honest. Why would I pick it up full price when I can just get it on sale at some point? If you guys want to see a review before the sale, then I will pick it up beforehand. Let me know your thoughts on this, if you guys want to see the bronzer and the powder, because this is actually something that I am quite interested in. It does look really beautiful. I'm trying to see if the colors... there's only 5 shades in the bronzer, so it's not amazing, but it's at least better than having like 3 different shades. There are at least some offerings, and I think 11 shades for a powder is better than what a lot of companies are releasing, especially luxury beauty companies. So I do think that that is at least good. It's coming with a brush as well. That does not interest me at all, but I do think the powder looks beautiful. It does look like it's going to offer a little bit of a tint though, so I'm not sure how I'm going to like that. It kind of reminds me of something like the Chantecaille Perfect Blur Finishing Powder, how it has a little bit of a tint to it. But that one, when you even swatch this, it is quite sheer. It doesn't add a lot of coverage, where this powder from YSL almost looks like it could be like a light coverage foundation. That's the one thing holding me back from saying for sure I want to pick it up, but because it is marketed as a blurring powder, I probably will end up picking it up. And same with the bronzer, because it is marketed as something that minimizes pores and smooth skin texture. I feel like because it's my channel, I do have to try it out because that's just what I like in so many of my complexion products. So that is actually a collection that is intriguing me and that I am considering purchasing. Now let's talk about Dior, because this is an interesting release from Dior. So this is new for 2024. This is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer Highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter that dresses the complexion with spectacular light and radiance instantly and for the whole day. Infused with fine pearls for a healthy glow for multiple use. Illuminator, blush, bronzer, or even a veil of light on the eyelids in 6 different shades. So this looks like it's just going to be a liquid illuminator, maybe something similar to the Chanel Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. That is kind of what it looks like to me, that type of product. But it's coming in different tints that you can utilize as a bronzer. Kind of like I said, you can apply it to the eyelids as well. But I mean, that's the same for any of these products. You can totally utilize them and use them as multi-purpose products by mixing them in with foundations or using them as a bronzer, etc., mixing it in with a concealer. So because I have so many of those liquid illuminators and it is this doe foot applicator, I don't know how I feel about that. The doe foot applicator is throwing me off a little bit. And I don't know if I'm obsessed with the shades that they're releasing. They look quite pinky or peachy in tone, or just like a white shade. So I probably will skip on that, but then they're also releasing the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. It's an illuminating fluid that enhances the complexion and visibly smooths the skin. Both a complexion makeup product and a treatment with a fresh and light texture. Offers 24 hours of hydration, reveals the natural radiance of bare skin. Applied before or mixed with your foundation. Also, you can use it as a highlighter on the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, and it will come in 10 shades. So this is actually something that is really interesting to me. I'm someone that really loved the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I like those products that you can use underneath foundation that you can use in lieu of a foundation. Kind of reminds me of even something like the Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint, except it looks like this Dior product might have a little bit more of a glow to it. But those types of products just really intrigue me because, again, I like something that smooths and blurs the skin, refines the look of texture without adding a lot of pigmentation, without adding a lot of coverage. I like to use it just as a standalone product instead of foundation. So I am very curious about this product, if it will be comparable to maybe the Charlotte Tilbury, or will it be even better and it will offer a more blurring effect, because it's interesting when you have these glow products but they're marketed to blur the look of the skin or smooth the skin. This doesn't say blur, it does say visibly smooths the skin. So that is interesting to me. I feel like I almost have to pick this one up too, but I don't want to pick up too many products because I'm on a low buy. But this is something that does interest me, so I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Because I live in Canada, I feel like this won't be released for a while anyways. Like, it's going to be released in Europe and the US first, and then like 3 months later it will be released in Canada. So I don't know when I'll be able to pick this up. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because that is something that actually does interest me. I'm just not 100% sure yet. So you guys will have to let me know. And then Guerlain is releasing a new tinted lip oil. It is the Kiss Kiss Bee Glow Oil. It is a honey-infused tinted lip oil formulated with 92% natural origin ingredients. Its nourishing and plumping texture delivers 24 hours of care and ensures an instant volume effect and a glassy shine with no stickiness, in 6 different shades. And I think this looks really pretty, but I feel like there's so many lip oils on the market. We have Dior lip oils, there's Clarins lip oils, there's just so many lip oils that have come out. Not that I feel like they're late to the game, but I just feel like, do I need a lip oil? I have so many lip products that I need to go through. I feel like I'm just going to hold off on this sort of thing until I go through my lip products and see what I need to add to my collection. I don't need to add anything. But this sort of product does intrigue me because I am someone that likes shiny lips. I like glossy lips. I like something with a bit more shine than I do like an actual lipstick formulation. So I think this looks pretty, but I don't think it's something I need to add to my collection. I feel like it's just, why would I add more of the same to my collection? So this is something that I think is going to be a skip for me. Again, this will be available at Sephora, so if it really is something I want to pick up, then maybe I'll pick it up during a sale, but I really don't feel like I need it. Again, do I need anything? No. Okay, and Tom Ford this has actually been released, and it is available currently in Canada. It's available at Holt Renfrew if you guys are Canadian. I don't know about the States, but this is the Tom Ford 2024 Valentine collection. So it looks like the Honeymoon eyeshadow quad is available, but they have these little heart imprints on it. That looks gorgeous, and I do believe they said the formulation is a little bit different, but do I need a really expensive eyeshadow quad with eyeshadows that I already have in my collection? No, so I'm going to skip this one. It looks absolutely beautiful. I do think this limited edition packaging is stunning, but it's not something I need. And then they also are releasing a blush, and I will say that blush looks beautiful. It looks like it's going to be that Big Chalet formula, so it's going to be a little bit harder to pick up. This is what I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but it looks like that formulation, so you're going to need to use like a stiffer brush because it's going to be a denser product. But the benefit about those products is that they really melt into the skin. And while I do think that's beautiful, for me to spend $120 on a limited edition blush that I'm only going to be able to show on my channel for like a month before it's not available to purchase, and then I can't talk about it ever again, therefore I will not use it, because I noticed that with all my limited edition collections, once they're not available, I stop reaching for them because I don't want to use them and fall in love with them, and then I'm not able to talk about them on my channel. So that's something I'm going to be really, really cautious of this year, is not buying limited edition releases, because again, it's kind of silly when I can't talk about them after a month and you can't purchase them. And sometimes I find myself, because they're limited edition, I feel like I save them and then I never end up using them because I'm like, oh, I want to save that for a special occasion, but then I never end up using it, and then it just remains untouched in my collection and I forget about it because new releases have come. So this is something I'm trying to be very, very cautious of. I did just purchase some limited edition Chanel, like I should mention. The blush I'm wearing today is from the Chanel, this is the Healthy Glow Winter Collection, and it's beautiful. It gives me those like aspen cheeks when you've been out in the cold and your cheeks turn this really, I don't know, it turns that pretty pink color where you just look, it looks really healthy on the cheeks. And I will say, this is really pretty, but I have another favorite from that collection, and it is limited edition. So again, I can't talk about it lots, and I'm kind of going back and forth about whether I should have actually purchased those products. But I'm not going to pick up this Tom Ford collection because I already picked up the Chanel limited edition collection, and it just seems wasteful for me to add more limited edition products to my collection where I can't go back and reference them, or I can't go back and talk about them. So that is a skip. We also have new Burberry eyeshadow palettes. So these are coming in 3 different shades. There's an iconic honey, a dusty caramel, and a blush beige. These look nice. They look like they're going to be maybe a matte or satin matte formula. Burberry never does anything that's like super shimmery or crazy like that. So I feel like these will be a soft sheen or more on the matte side. I think they look pretty, but it's like, do I need another neutral eyeshadow quad? And I don't know if Burberry, like I don't even know where we can get it. They used to sell it at the Bay in Canada, but it seems to have disappeared off their site. So I don't even know if this will be available. And I feel like it's just a harder item to find, to purchase. So this is probably something I'm not going to pick up. It doesn't look that exciting to me. It looks pretty, but I'm not wowed by it. So that's going to be a skip for me. Now, Clé de Peau is releasing some new collections. I'm very excited. So I feel like Clé de Peau will be re-releasing. This isn't confirmed. I'm just saying. I have a feeling that Clé de Peau will be releasing new blushes this year, just because the powder blushes seem to have disappeared off their site. I have a feeling that they will be reformulating them, and I'm really excited because that Clé de Peau formula is just so good. But Clé de Peau is coming out with new ombre color solo eyeshadows. They are cream to powder formula with a shimmery finish. There are 6 shades. These are interesting shades to release because they're not that neutral. There's like a pink that's duochrome, like a pinky peach. Seems like this is like a yellowy green gold shade, a purple, an orange, a navy blue, and a bronze. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed by these because I am just a neutral girl. So I wish there was more neutral shades. They look pretty. They're a little bit more shimmery than I thought they would be. I thought they'd be more of a satin finish, but these look like they have a decent amount of sheen to them. I am hesitant. If I were to pick up a shade, I think I would pick up the shade 102 because it looks the lightest, or maybe 106 because it's a bronze. But it's like, do I need another bronze eyeshadow? Do I need like a yellowy toned gold? I feel like, again, Clé de Peau is hard as well because I don't have a Clé de Peau. I can't access that anywhere. I live on an island, and the closest Holt Renfrew is a ferry ride away, and I'm not going to go on a ferry to look at makeup. So it's hard for me to say because I can't see these products in person. I would just be ordering it blindly, and Holt Renfrew unfortunately does not offer returns. If you pick the wrong shade or you don't like it, you can't return makeup. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to see some reviews on this because I feel like the formula would be absolutely beautiful, but I love their quads so much, and I wish there was more neutral shades. If they release these in neutral shades, like a bronze or a gold or a taupe, I would 100% have picked this up, but these shades just aren't calling to me. The shade 102 is a maybe, but I don't know, maybe I'll have to see some reviews, but I do think that looks pretty, and I am glad Clé de Peau is kind of branching out and releasing some of these products, but I don't know, I think that's going to be a skip for me. We have some new releases from Tom Ford. So we have the Tom Ford Eye Quad Creme. So this is one of my favorite formulas from Tom Ford, that creme formula. So it's almost like a cream to powder formula. It's very unique. It's very different on the market. And there are two new quads coming. There's Iconic Smoke and Ember Bronze. The Iconic Smoke is going to be a miss for me. It's these cool tone shades with some blues and purples and a peach and like a shimmery purple. That just seems so random, and no, that is not my style. The Ember Bronze looks pretty. It has some neutral brown shades with like a pop of, it almost looks like a raspberry shimmer. That's going to be a skip for me as well, because it's like, do I really need these eyeshadows? They look pretty, but I have so many neutral eyeshadows and I never use them. So it's like, why would I randomly use this Tom Ford eyeshadow quad that has these shades? Like, I don't know. I don't think they look that special. I don't think they look that amazing that I need to have them in my collection. The swatches, I don't know, they don't do anything exciting for me. So that's going to be a skip for me, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that if you are excited about this release. And then another release from Clé de Peau that we need to talk about. Clé de Peau reformulated my favorite pressed powder. So if you guys don't know, the refining pressed powder from Clé de Peau, look how much I've gone through it. I've hit pan. It is a mess. It has been out of stock for forever. Now I know why it was out of stock, because they were reformulating it. So my mom and I actually purchased this powder, so we are both going to try it out, and I will let you know her thoughts as well, because I know a lot of you guys like to hear my mom's thoughts on this product, and I will be having her back on the channel to do an updated favorites. But I'm really curious about this. I'm kind of nervous, even though Clé de Pau's reformulations so far on their previous formulas have been absolutely incredible. They've really stepped it up, I think. I will say this packaging looks even more beautiful. Like this, it's decent, but I feel like the new packaging is even more gorgeous. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm, of course, a little bit nervous because this is my absolute holy grail powder, but I'm also excited because maybe they will have reinvented it a little bit and made it even better, like they did with their eyeshadows and the foundation. Like, I feel like this foundation is even better than the previous version. The eyeshadows, I feel like that is a step above their previous formulation. So my nervous energy is also excited energy. They're one and the same. And I'm just really curious about this. One thing that I'm really disappointed about is that they didn't release this in different shades. Yes, this is supposed to be a translucent powder, but I really wish Clé de Peau would have had a deeper translucent powder, because unfortunately with translucent powders, I do think if you have really deep skin, I feel like this might go a little bit ashy. So I just wish they would have at least come out with something a little bit deeper for my darker complected friends. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. But I'm excited to test this out to see what they've done with the powder, and hopefully it will be just as good, if not better. And this is actually a collection that I'm kind of excited about. This is the new Louboutin Beauty. They released their new Teint Fetiche Le Fluid Foundation. This foundation is suitable for all skin types with medium to full coverage. I think this is available in the UK. Now, this is claimed as a medium to full coverage. It doesn't really say here what type of finish it's going to be, but I think the bottle looks so, so pretty. It looks gorgeous. And is that kind of sad that that's why I'm interested in this? I don't know. I feel like Louboutin, so many of you guys have recommended me picking up their powder, and I will pick it up again. It's just that with Holt Renfrew, that's the only place I can purchase Louboutin Beauty in Canada. I can't do returns there because they don't accept makeup returns, so I have to be very sure on the shade that I'm picking, which is, again, another reason why I'm kind of hesitant about this foundation, is because I need to make sure that the tone is perfect because I can't return it. But I think that bottle is gorgeous. I think this does look like an interesting formula. Medium to full coverage is the one thing I'm like, is it going to be a matte finish with medium full coverage? If it's a medium coverage and it's more of like a satin finish, I will 100% try it out. But if it's a matte finish that's medium to full coverage, I think I'm going to have to skip out on that because I just have dry skin, and a matte finish isn't going to work very well for me. So I went to their site and checked it out. So this is a liquid foundation that slips effortlessly on, a light veil that brings breathable, buildable, perfectly flawless comfort and coverage. So it looks like it's an up to 24-hour, no transfer, comfortable wear, and luminous matte finish. It unifies and illuminates with up to 24 hours, sublimating, breathable, high coverage. Okay, it is a skin-loving ingredients that actively cares for the skin, minimizes the appearance of pores, smooths and softens the complexion, and leaves the skin feeling moisturized after 24 hours. Interesting. Okay, it's a long-lasting without drying texture that feels comfortable after application thanks to its immediate hydration. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a luminous matte. Oh, I'm so in between on this. You know what? It depends on you guys. If you guys want to see a review on this, I will pick it up. Otherwise, because it looks like it's a luminous matte finish with medium buildable to floor coverage, I'm in between on picking this up. But if you guys want to see it, I will pick it up. Again, something that is calling to me is that it says it minimizes the appearance of pores, smooth and softens the complexion, and that it leaves the skin feeling moisturized. If it's a medium buildable foundation that leaves my skin feeling moisturized, I would be more prone to picking it up. But I feel like I'm just gonna have to get your guys' call on this. If you wanna see a review, please let me know and I will pick it up, because I feel like the bottle just looks really beautiful that it's calling to me. And the fact that it blurs, it softens the skin, smooths texture, gives that filtered effect. That's another reason why I'd want to pick it up. So I'm going to have to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know. And coming soon, Guerlain Terracotta Concealer is coming in 16 different shades. It will provide 24 hours wear, hydration, combining liquid formula with the lightness of a powder. So this is interesting. I'm probably not, I don't know, this foundation, the Terracotta foundation, I didn't love. It just kind of looked like a hot mess. It was too heavy on my skin. So it's like, do I want that foundation but in a concealer? No, I don't. I feel like they should have just renamed it, because that foundation was not good on my skin personally. So no, that's going to be a skip for me. Again, unless you guys really want to see that, I would consider picking it up, but I'm going to say no to that one. And then there's just one more collection that I want to talk about for this live buy video. So Chantecaille is coming out with their spring 2024 collection. They're releasing 2 different quads. There is the Sea Turtle eyeshadow trio. Sorry, they're not quads, they're trios. The Sea Turtle eyeshadow trio in the cool tone and the Sea Turtle eyeshadow trio in the warm tone. And then they're releasing 4 different lipsticks. This is going to be a skip for me. A few different reasons, because Chantecaille on their website for shipping to Canada, it costs like, I think it's like $225 for free shipping to Canada. Otherwise it costs $25 to ship here. I don't want to pay the shipping costs, to be honest, on a collection that I'm not so excited about. And then it doesn't come to like Canada because it only comes to Holt Renfrew, and it takes like 2 months to come. So I'm kind of like, do I want to pick this up 2 months when everyone has already talked about it? No, not really. This doesn't really excite me too much. I think the eyeshadows, like Chantecaille does amazing, beautiful, elegant formulas, but there's something about these that isn't super exciting to me, and I don't feel like it's worth, let's see, it's $78 US, $105. Are those little eyeshadows worth 105 Canadian dollars? I don't think so. I don't think they look that special. I'm sorry, no offense. I love Chantecaille, you guys know I do, and I will be picking up products from Chantecaille throughout the year. I know I will be, but this is just a collection that I'm like, do I need this collection? I'm going to talk about it for a month, and I know myself. I will forget about these eyeshadow trios. Again, they are limited edition, so I'm never going to be able to talk about them. Therefore, I'm never going to use them. Okay, I've talked myself out of them. No, I'm not picking this up. And I think that's the last product I'm going to go over for today. But if you guys want to see more of these videos, I feel like if I add these into my schedule, I can probably upload 2 videos a week. So if you guys want to see more of these videos and my thoughts on new makeup releases, please let me know. If you guys hate this, I won't do them again, but I've just seen these going around and I wanted to know your thoughts on them. So that is all my new thoughts on the new luxury beauty releases. I would love to hear from you. Which products do you want to see me try out? Which products do you not want to see me try out? And you think I should skip them all together? I would, of course, love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video.